Hello all, quick video on the fly, done on my phone because I haven't got time to film and edit and do all that sort of thing. But anyway, I have just watched an interview with Billy Joe Saunders' father, who is claiming the fight between his son Billy Joe Saunders and pound for pound kingpin Saul Canelo Alvarez that's supposed to be taking place this weekend is off due to a disagreement over the size of the ring. This argument has been going on for 24 or 48 hours now. The Saunders team claiming that the Alvarez team want to box in an 18 to 20 foot ring. The Saunders team wanting 22 foot or and above or something like that. And now we're at a point where the Alvarez team are saying, well, this is according to Billy Joe's father. The Alvarez team are saying it's a 20-foot ring or pack your bags and go home. So they're saying we're packing our bags and going home. Billy Joe Saunders' father saying that it's an unfair contest. That's not true. Both boxers box in the same ring. If it's 18 feet for Saunders, it's 18 feet for Canelo Alvarez. If it's 20, 30, 50 feet for Saunders, it's 50 feet for Alvarez. What they are saying, though, is that because of the styles of the boxers, a smaller ring, 18 to 20 feet, suits Canelo better, and it doesn't suit Saunders, and say, oh, they're taking his legs away from him, blah, 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 blah. Look, it works both ways. You could easily make an argument that the only reason you want the bigger ring is to run away, to not have to actually have a fight in the boxing match. So look, it goes both ways. I mean, the thing is that it's not an unfair contest. If the ring was tilted in the favor of someone, then you might be onto something. But again, like, you know, if it was ice hockey, if the ice rink was tilted, then you'd be onto something. But both boxers are boxing in the same ring, so it's not the unfair contest that the Saunders team are trying to make it out to be. But look, all this gets resolved very, very easily. Go to the contract you signed. In the contract that they signed, I would be unbelievably amazed when you think about the lawyers, the legal teams, the management teams, the promoting team, everyone that's involved in reading and signing and amending contracts. Somewhere in that contract it will say the ring will be between no bigger than, no smaller than. And as long as the ring at the weekend falls in that category, so let's just say, just pulling numbers out of my arse, let's say the stipulation in the contract says the ring will be no bigger than 24 feet, no smaller than 20 feet. If that's in the contract and the ring is 20 feet, there's no breach of contract. And it means if you don't turn up and fight at the weekend, Billy Joe Saunders will, by the way. I should have probably said this earlier. This fight will happen. No one's packing their bags and going home. That's just a load of nonsense. It's now a kind of a game of chicken, because Alvarez team might well be saying pack your bags and going home. Saunders team might be calling the bluff to double bluff, you know, in hope that they get on the plane and the Alvarez team will go, no, come back, we'll give you what you want. You can call it mind games. I call it shenanigans and just messing about, basically. The fight's going to happen. It is. And both boxers are going to get in a ring that is going to be somewhere between 20 feet and 24 feet, something like that. And you know what? The outcome of this fight is not going to be determined or defined by a ring. You see, you can also make the other argument that one side is getting their excuses ready already. And that's not a good look. It's not a good thing to go. So, look, I believe the fight's going to happen. I believe this is all nonsense and bullshit and shenanigans. again, it just comes down. All that's going to happen is someone's going to pull out a contract and say, look, in the contract, it says no bigger than, no smaller than. The ring is going to be this size, which falls into the parameters of the contract. If there's no breach contract, you're stuffed. If you get on the plane and go home, then you are in breach contract. If the ring, it fits into those parameters and Billy Joe Saunders goes home and doesn't box, it is then him that is in breach of contract, and it is him and his team that can be sued and taken to court. But look, it's not going to come down to that. It won't. I mean, look, Saunders' father said, oh, they've probably got a stand-in, they're going to bring someone else out to fight in place of Billy. Maybe they will. Maybe so. Maybe that will. I would not be surprised if there is stand-ins ready in case a boxer is injured or can't compete for any reason. So that doesn't surprise me. That's a no-brainer. It's funny, isn't it, how you look over Canelo's last God knows how many fights. Have there ever been these problems before about opponents complaining about ring size and things like that beforehand? Look, when you sign to fight Canelo, you know what you're getting into. You know you're the B-side. You know that Canelo's going to have his own way. Callum Smith, for Christ's sake, got an 8-week training camp. If that, you know? You know you're in the away dressing room. Let's just put it that way. So I just find it incredible that the Saunders team are doing interviews right now and things like that. Going, oh, we just want a fair shake, we want an even playing field, and blah 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 blah. Come on, you knew it would be like this. How could you not know it would be like this? Everyone who is a fan of boxing knows that this is what it's like. It'd be the same if you're fighting Floyd Mayweather, if you're fighting Manny Pacquiao. If you're fighting any of these top guys, you're in the away dressing room and you're not going to get much. So, I mean, the thing is, forget all these shenanigans and things. I hope Billy Joe... People are going to be, oh, you're a Canelo fan, you hate Billy Joe Saunders. I hope Billy Joe Saunders shocks the world. Nothing would make me happier. I hope Billy Joe Saunders pulls it out, does the job, beats Canelo, whatever. You know, I would prefer that outcome than another Canelo win. I prefer it when boxing is interesting and the unpredictable and unforeseen happens. And who doesn't like an underdog story? We all like it when the underdog wins. So, this is all nonsense and bullshit. People are going to go mad on Twitter and commenting and blaming this, that, and the other person. But, look, I believe the fight will go ahead. These things will get resolved. And it doesn't matter whether the ring is 15 feet or 50 feet. The outcome will be the outcome. That will be it. This is professional boxing. If you can't beat someone in a 18-foot ring, you're not going to beat them in a 30-foot ring, and vice versa. It's an even playing field when you get in there. And to be honest, Billy Joe Saunders making such a fuss about the ring kind of gives you an idea about what his game plan is going to be, doesn't it? Anyway, let me know down below in the comments what you think about all these shenanigans and things. Thank you all very much for watching. See you all again soon. Take care. Goodbye.